team's made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Miami Dolphins and the Los Angeles Rams. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Didn't have the greatest field position to start, did they? And now after this sack, it's way, way worse.
And right off the bat, first play of the game. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Goff now looking to throw. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. Well, someone came to play today.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. We heard about it all week, didn't we? Especially when we visited practice. He thought he had a good matchup in front of him, and he's taking full advantage right now.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And instead, they want to throw it off play action. Rolling to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Well, we quit counting, York.
Well, had to get it out quickly, but it's... And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. In for the score. And the Dolphins are going to take a first-quarter lead.
Well, they didn't have their normal cushion there in order to punt the ball away. It leads to a lot of anxiety for the team kicking the football.
Well, for the punter, you know that you've got to get rid of that quickly there. Not quick enough.
And also, not stepping behind you and stepping over the end line for a safety. That one gets blocked, and it's 6 points.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And this first play will get him back to the 25, but that's going to be it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Go.
On 2nd down, here's Goff. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you, from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season opener opponent. And they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a long night.
To throw on second down is gone. Going for the deep ball. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Brandon Cooks, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Zerline good with a PAT. And we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Tannehill and the Dolphins break the huddle. Come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Early down stuffs will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
The Rams go nickel here defensively on third. Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Samson Ebukam with a big-time sack on third down. And it'll be a loss of 7. On fourth down on now is the lefty Ryan Allen to punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. They'll look to set up his blockers. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Goff now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to air it out deep for Woods. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Now on second down, this is Gurley. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. Out of the gun, Goff. They got him in, it's Woods. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down. Back live now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Rams with a football to get us going, and they've got it here with a first down. A play fake to Gurley. Now gone. Forced out to his left. This is caught inside the 15. That goes for a gain of 31.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
Count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there, because this has been a pretty long drive, and normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, looked like the offensive line let them down a little bit.
They allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff them for a loss. Throwing on third. Goff. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And Zerline's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways.
And down he goes under pressure from the Rams defense. Aaron Donald able to drop him for a loss of 4. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Out of the gun, Tannehill. Ebron caught left side. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
So the offense a little antsy. The flag comes out, and a 5-yard penalty. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters, as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. It's complete to Grant. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to the City of Angels after this timeout. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. From the gun, here's Tannehill. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 34. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Dolphin got going a little early. And this offense back to needing 10 yards after the false start. 3rd and 10. To throw is Tannehill. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
So what's the old expression that quarterbacks like to use when they decide to throw the football? I'm looking for either a touchdown or a check down. And he took the check down on that play, and it worked almost to perfection.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Dolphins are in for 6. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And the lead is now 14-10. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
Now Goff on first down. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Line of scrimmage, again, the 25, 2nd and 10. On 2nd and 10, Goff. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that's going to bring up a third down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Charles Harris Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Here's Johnny Hecker now. On for his second punt, and remember, his first one was blocked. This is taken at the 23. So possession goes over here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. The final shot here before the break. Tannehill being chased out left. Now he'll throw deep left, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Nickel Roby-Coleman. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. So we've reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Dolphins taking a lead to the locker room. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked?
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And he will score. Touchdown, LA. Short throw, pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and it's now 17-14. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So now here come the Dolphins. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
Under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked. Aaron Donald in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Tannehill now to throw. Brought in over the middle by Grant. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a fourth down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
And the Rams getting set to go now. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10.
17. Hey, Shell. Super 66. Hey, hot. Here we go.
Back to the air. Goff on 2nd down. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. D. Ford. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9.
DC.
3rd and long. It's Goff. And he's going to go down again.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Taken in at the 22. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And it'll be Dolphin football. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Here's Tannehill now on 2nd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Aaron Donald getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. So after the sack of Tannehill, the Dolphins come up here on a 3rd and long.
Deep. Hey.
Now it's Tannehill. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Lift. Super one. Hey, 76.
Here's Goff now on 2nd down. Throw left side, complete to Cup. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 5 to this point. They're looking at 3rd and the nose of the football.
Hey, Shell.
From the gun, here's Goff. And that is incomplete. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, it didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offensive coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
But fortunately, I don't know what was going on there, but the end result, this is going to be a safety. I'm not totally privy to what went on with their offensive meetings, but, Charles, something tells me that one wasn't in the plan.
Yeah, when we had our production meeting, they didn't exactly share that with us, but I'm pretty sure that on the play sheet, the run backwards into your own end zone play was not written down.
Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field.
And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
It'll be a loss of 1. Now gone. And it'll be 2nd and 11. Steps away to his left. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
After the interception, here's Tannehill. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Back to the air, Tannehill on 2nd down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. The 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And thanks to the interception, the Dolphins offense cashes in with 6. Tannehill. And he's got it. The try for 2 is successful, and it pushes the lead up to a field goal. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And this will be incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Goff. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the 3rd quarter.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 10.
Go. 20. 11. 11.
Now Goff. Flush to his right. This is caught. It's Cooks. 15 yards through the air and a 1st down.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a 1st down.
1st down saves them from a 3-and-out. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Goff now looking to throw. Buying time to his left. And now he'll let this one go deep. Back. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll be marked down deep on Miami's side of the field.
A huge play that time for the Rams. 48 yards.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, gone. They got a man over the middle. It's Woods. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Back to the ground game here, Gurley. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy, let him pick up the first down.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
On 1st and goal, Gurley. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That'll go as a loss of 5, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
Orange. Go, son! 180!
Out of the gun, Goff, eluding the pressure right. And the Rams with a score, touchdown!
That was not a designed run. It was supposed to be a pass, but it turned into an exceptional run. What a scramble for a touchdown.
Now Zerline on to add the extra point. Zerline good with a PAT, and that will make this a 4-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Then the Dolphins getting set to go here. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. With the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
A good pick up there of 20 yards. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Tannehill. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll go down at the 28. A good first down call as the screen play gets him 9.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
They'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs. Tannehill on the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. He's back to throw. Rolling to his left. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
He'll look to throw, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
So after the sack of Tannehill, the Dolphins come up here on a 3rd and long. Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19, and he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Parker unable to get that one. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
Orange. Starting left here. 5.
Throwing now, gone. A battle for it here, and this will be caught. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.